Hello, my friends. Simon Miller from WhatCulture here. Very tired Simon Miller, just because we're up late making content and jet lag is whipping our ass. Hey, my friend. How you doing? You good? That's just a guy screaming my name, which honestly, for all the WhatCulture guys, has become commonplace. And as we have got here very organically, I do want to say thank you. And I know the rest of the guys want to say thank you as well. It is truly humbling and it is truly very appreciated. I know me especially, sometimes you get into a routine, I suppose, of uploading content, move on to the next one, which we have to do. But coming here and getting very nice words thrown at us is awesome. However, we're not here to talk about that today. And as we are outside WrestleCon that we're about to go into later, shout out to WrestleCon as well, because they really hooked us up with some tickets with these armbands, so thank you very much. And it is a cool event. You'll see over the channel over the next few weeks, a bunch of interviews are going to go up. However, to stay in the present, AEW Rampage happened last night. Now, the crazy thing about WrestleMania weekend is obviously Tony Khan has said many times in the past that he doesn't, and I totally agree with him. I think it makes sense. He doesn't want AEW really to be part of the WWE festivities because he wants to have his own brand. He wants to probably have his own time, you know, during All Out, which I think is a smart idea. But it does mean when Rampage comes and goes, the momentum, I suppose, around the vibe, you don't even hear anybody talking about it. I think that will change as the years and months go on. Obviously, Rampage is still quite a new show, but it was funny. I'm walking around talking about Rampage, and people are just so hyped for WrestleMania, which I get. It's as I'm recording this, is only a few hours away. However, we are going to up those downs in a very casual way. I mean, look at this. Look how much I'm leading. There's people looking at me. I don't care. I'm that tired. I mean, I don't have any inhibitions anyway, but now they're all out the window. However, you absolutely should watch Rampage this week. I watched it this morning when we woke up. The first match was the Young Bucks taking on Top Flight. Now, obviously, they've had matches before, and it's been absolutely brilliant. And, of course, Darius and Dante Martin are now back as a team, and we haven't seen them for a little while. There was even some... who brought it up? I think Arn Anderson brought it up in a podcast or something. He was like, you know, we need to find a way to maybe utilize our roster because Dante Martin was on a hell of a ride and then he had to go away for a while. Now, I think he definitely had a point. I quite like the fact the AEW roster is so deep and we can do this. I'm not going to stand here and pretend I'm going to regale you with the usual move, go, wrestling tennis back and forth, because I don't think it works in this kind of environment. But I will say, as I've got written down in my notes here, it was flubbing brilliant. It really, really was. The Young Bucks were wearing the same gear that they had worn at Ring of Honor earlier in the day to pretend that these things were happening in real time, even though it would be impossible to ever make it from here to where Rampage was. But I really, really dug that. Obviously, the Young Bucks got the win after the BTE trigger, I believe. Where's my notes? Let me find it. It was after the BTE trigger. There was some really good near falls towards the end that made me go, maybe, just maybe, Top Flight are going to win. But I think next week, next week on Dynamite, we've got FTR versus the Young Bucks round 2. We ain't waiting for the pay-per-view. We ain't waiting for Battle for the Belts. We are doing it then. And if you've seen the FTR versus Briscoe Brothers match from the Ring of Honor Supercard show, I think we're in for a treat. And we're only, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days away. But, of course, it gets an up. It's an absolutely just a fun tag team match. Top Flight are going to become a top tag team. But they already are. They're going to become an even better tag team down the line. And I'm going to say this now, because after thinking about it, I was already pretty sure I believed in my opinion, which is a weird phrase. I think Young Bucks are the best tag team of all time. That's not a disparaging comment to anybody else, but what they've managed to do and the fact they're able to keep this level of tag team matchup, even during a Rampage, where you could argue the spotlight isn't necessarily on AEW, I think is absolutely fantastic. We also had, did I give it an up? It gets an up, obviously. We also had a video package for Chris Statlander. Now, I want to get this right because I'm pretty sure the idea of it was to tell you you're about to get the other side of Chris Statlander. Now, Chris Statlander was an alien, so I don't know what the other side of Chris Statlander would be. I suppose it could be a human, but it could be anything. However, I do like Chris Statlander, and I think the alien shtick was fun, and I've got no problem with dinosaurs, extraterrestrials, but maybe we're going to try and seriousness up her a little bit. So I'm intrigued by that. I think it would be good. We also had a Dan Lambert, Paige Van Zandt, let me try to get everybody here, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page promo. Now, I may be wrong about this, and I think this is probably something that AEW needs to look into. I don't think Scorpio Sky said one word here. Now, that would be fine if Scorpio Sky wasn't a good promo guy, but he's more than capable. Like, even me saying that is a massive understatement. And he has a TNT champion. I would certainly say that he probably needs more time to talk. But then Sammy Guevara and Ty Conte technically interrupted. There's no interruption counters this week. Phil's got too much to do with this, and I couldn't keep track. We tried to on Dynamite as absolute farce. So this will be the asterisk. We've proved our point already. There's too many interruptions in AEW. And they destroyed Dan Lambert's car with some sledgehammers. It's quite weird. So if we're going to recap this feud, I have to do it again. We spermed on the TNT title. I'm just telling you how it went. and now he destroyed his car, destroyed Dan Lambert's car with sledgehammers. And the idea, of course, is Sammy Guevara wants a TNT title rematch, but Dan Lambert and his crew won't let him. Look, the semen stuff I ain't into. I'm just not into it. The smashing cars with sledgehammers, I don't mind, because it is sports entertainment, right? And I think AEW's allowed a healthy dose of that. But at the moment, I don't really think this is clicking in the way that maybe AEW intended. Doesn't mean the matches aren't going to be great, because they absolutely are. But where we are at the build with the moment, I'd probably give it a down. Right? I'd probably give it a down. Only a little bit of a down, but it's a down all the same. The best part of all of Rampage, and this will annoy everyone, is Tony Schiavone was interviewing Hook. He got interrupted, pretend there's an interruption counter there, by Danhausen, who tried to curse him again, and Hook was just like, well, whatever, and walked off. Now, if you had told me that Danhausen was going to be a potential feud for Hook, I don't know whether I would have believed it. So I'm very excited about this. And I know people get mad, and they're like, I don't understand Danhausen. Is he real? Is he not real? Is he a demon or is he not a demon? I don't want anything of this explained. I just want Danhausen to keep being weird, and I want Danhausen to keep being strange. Also, we saw Danhausen here yesterday, and our life's work today is to try and get an interview with him, because I think it may be the most fun I've ever had in my life. However, brilliant. I'm going to give it an up. I'm excited about it. Then we had the House of Black taking on the Dark Order and Fuego del Sol. The House of Black are just awesome. I hope we kind of come up with some kind of program for the Dark Order soon where they can win. However, they've fallen into this territory, as you will see on the channel soon, because we talked to Evil Uno about this during WrestleCon. They're so entertaining, and they're so likable, and people are so into them, that you kind of have who else could do this? Like a Sami Zayn situation in WWE. He loses all the time, but you don't care because you feel like you have a connection with him. It's the same with the Dark Order. They could lose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, month in, month out, year in, year out, and you still think, you just still sort of support them. They're almost Teflon. They're bulletproof. But I would like them to be in a program soon. However, the House of Black are absolutely the coolest tag team there is right now. Smashed them up. I think it was Fuego del Sol that got pinned. That's right. He basically got thrown right into the black mats and had his head absolutely destroyed. 1, 2, 3. Now, this was a pretty cut and dry victory, which begs the question, what does the House of Black do now? And this really, they should be going after the tag team titles, but we don't want to do that because we've got the FTR, Young Bucks, and Jurassic Express stuff to sort out, and Red Dragon too. This is when we need to start incorporating the Trios Championships. If you could put the Trios Championships on the House of Black right now, I think they'd be so dominant. I think they'd be so exciting. And there's so many teams that you can do matches with. I think that you can do it anyway, right? Do we need a championship run? No, not necessarily. But I think it would add a lot to it. Chris Jericho also, bless his heart, was on commentary. And he said that the House of Black was Sports Entertainers of the Week. I love it. The Jericho Appreciation Society is the best thing ever. Jamie Hayter also defeated Sky Blue, so she has now qualified for the Owen Hart Cup, or Owen Hart. I think it's now called the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament, which I like because it's a good advert for that. Fun match. I enjoyed it, and I think it was Jamie Hayter. How did she win? I can't remember. I think it was a big clothesline. I didn't make that note because I'm an idiot. I think it was a big clothesline. We then got the promo with Penta Dark. They're obviously going to be feuding with House of Black, hopefully for the Trios Championships. And then we had an amazing... Oh, so good. The main event was... I'm not giving ups and downs, am I? It's all ups. Apart from that Sammy Guevara thing, that was a down. You don't care, really. Not when it's like this. Keith Lee beat Powerhouse Hobbs. Just go and watch it. It is so damn good. And afterwards, I got all my notes here. It went absolutely nuts. Keith Lee won with the Strong Zero, Ground Zero, Big Bang Catastrophe, whatever we're calling it. And then afterwards, how we doing, buddy? You good? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Lovely people here at WrestleCon. Basically, afterwards, there was absolute carnage between Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Swerve Strickland. People were being thrown through tables. And what we've essentially done here... Oh, man, I would have given you a thumb. No, I would have given you a thumb. Dude, it's all good by me. No, you're not leaving me alone. You're on it right now. Be on it. Look, here we go. Look, he's on it, my man.
Tips.
You lost 65 pounds.
You do tips, yes.
You're a good man. Congratulations. That is awesome. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, basically what we're doing is we're still setting up this tag team match, but it was awesome. It gets an up. And I kind of like how these four have now essentially taken over Rampage as their own show. I saw something on the internet where someone said it's like a unofficial brand split. Maybe that is a good way to do it, and maybe the Rampage ratings will benefit when you know these people are going to be recurring on it. But really, really good. Really, really fun episode of Rampage. Again, we'll see what happens with the TNT Championship stuff. I certainly don't mind it. It just feels a bit weird. And maybe the Ty Conte, Sammy Guevara stuff. Look, it's still early days. They obviously did get tagged in for Cody and Brandy. Let's let it play out, as the phrase in wrestling goes. And now we have to go interview some people. So we're going to go do that. There's loads of people here. Some people look at us like we're scum, but that's fine. We appreciate you all the same. But as for now, make sure you enjoy WrestleMania weekend. Keep an eye on the channel because videos are going up all of the time. We did Ups and Downs from SmackDown. That should already be up by the time you see this. And it was live in front of a crowd. Much like this, but far more rowdy. This is the quiet one because I'm tired. But I'll get some sleep later, and I will make sure I have my energy back later. Like, share, subscribe. Do all that stuff. Leave a comment below, but just enjoy the next few days. It comes but once a year. It's really entertaining. Simon Miller. See you soon.